Hello, children. You are welcome to the digital classes of Christ Church Convent, Gadarwara. I am Amit Toshniwal, your economics teacher. This video is for class 12th. Subject is economics. Chapter number 2, national income, part 2. In this module, we shall study our first topic of the day is importance of national income. First point है indication of economic development. If there is an increase in national income, it shows that the nation is developing economically. People are achieving good standard of life and their source of income and economic activities are expanding. Second is add to planning. Whatever data of national income is collected, with the help of it, government and industry sector, they make economic plans related to production, consumption, saving and capital formation. Third is index of standard of living. When national income increases, definitely per capita income also increases, which shows that level of consumption, and it can be easily noticed and seen in the standard of living of a country. Fourth point is measures of economic welfare. If there is an increase in national income, so it brings increase in economic welfare, and the people living under poverty line, below poverty line, they expand their source of income and they get job. Fifth point is add to taxation. National income is the index of paying capacity of citizens, and accordingly government prepares taxation policy, and taxation slab are made on basis of national income. Government divides communities and accordingly they are imposed direct tax, that is income tax. Also government make policies for indirect taxes on the basis of production, and it also helps to remove regional disparities as far as allocation of fund is concerned. So this is an important question and frequently asked in board examination. You must write 5 points with elaboration and remaining points as key features which you are seeing on your screen. Research benefits, knowledge of distribution pattern, help in comparison of the last year economy and national income, or the economy of the same kind of different countries. It is helpful in policy making for foreign trade, which is related to export and import or the tariff policy. Knowledge of saving and investment. National income is calculated by two ways, mainly income method and expenditure method or consumption method. So when it is calculated, then it is easy to find what is the rate of propensity to save, on the basis of which capital formation is done. So saving and investment can be known easily. Basis of grant and aid, and last, comparative analysis of use of resources. So you must explain 5 points, and rest of the points can be written as additionals. This is an important question, so learn it by heart. Next topic is importance of per capita income. You just recall, per capita income means it is obtained by dividing the total national income divided by total population of the country. So what is the importance? What features national income depicts? The same features are reflected in per capita income. First point is indicator of economic condition. If per capita income is raising year by year, it shows that national income has increased and country is on the path of economic growth. Second, determinant of a standard of living and economic welfare. So it's a very simple thing that if per capita income is increased, the consumption on commodities and services will increase definitely, and it results to raise better life and better standard of living. Third, determinant of consumption pattern. Consumption pattern refers to that state where it is calculated that on which commodities people like to spend after increasing their income. So the consumption and need is divided in 3 categories. First, necessary necessities. Second, comfortable necessities. And third, luxurious. So on what heads or where income is being spent after increasing per capita income, and in case if it decreases, then where people cut short their needs. So this is called pattern, consumption pattern. Fourth is determinant of level of saving and investment. You can easily understand this when per capita income, यानी कि personal income, or you can say disposable personal income DPI increases, then rate of propensity to save also increases, and thus the rate of capital formation in a nation expands. Fifth point is measuring rod of prosperity and poverty. Undoubtedly, this is a true. How many people are living below poverty line, and how they have come up as far as their economic condition is concerned. So different groups and categories are made by the government, and it is done through by taking a measuring rod of per capita income. They are divided into different categories like BPL, below poverty line, poor, lower middle class, then middle class, upper middle class, rich, super rich, and creamy layer. So these all measuring rods and classes are made by taking the help of per capita income, which is the result of or the quotient of national income by its total population. And sixth is very most important point, or you can say the most one importance of per capita income is helpful in formulating policies. So what happens when government divides communities on the basis of their economic class? So some schemes and plans are launched by the government for their socio-economic welfare, and some index and some standards, some measures are taken into consideration, and then plans and schemes are made for a particular section of society, and thus it helps in making policies. Next, aggregate of national income. इसका मतलब है नेशनल इनकम किन किन चीज़ों से मिलकर बनती है, कौन कौन से बातें हैं जो नेशनल इनकम में इंक्लूड्स होती हैं. तो दो हैं, फैक्टर इनकम ओनली एंड income of only the normal resident of a country. So first point is factor income. Incomes are divided or classified as factor income and transfer income. You recollect your memory, then in the earlier video I explained you, factor incomes means the 5 factors of production working in producing goods and services for the country. And transfer incomes, so this is the part of population which is a burden on economy. They are receiving payments without doing nothing. They are contributing null to economy, but they are receiving payments like old age pension, any compensation, unemployment allowances, etc. So factor incomes actually is a reward. This is a remuneration for the service rendered, and transfer income is help, charity or donation. So factor income is considered as earned income and transfer income is unearned income. So producing firms, they hire factor services from households, and household receives payments. It is called factor payments. And producing firms are called they are called payments. उसी चीज़ को जो household है, they called it factor income. So type of factor incomes: compensation of employee where they are working and producing and rendering their services in producing firms, rent for cultivating a land, or in it the house rent and other rental equipments can be added. Interest, which is paid to those who had done capital formation. It means it is paid to the capital, to the lender or to the banking institutions. Profit, which is earned by the entrepreneur as a residual after distributing the remuneration for the rest of the factors of the production. तो जब नेशनल इनकम हम निकालते हैं तो हम केवल फैक्टर इनकम्स को ही ऐड करेंगे, ट्रांसफ़र इनकम को ऐड नहीं करेंगे, क्योंकि उन्होंने कुछ भी नहीं किया. जो पैसा उनको मिल रहा है एज अ चैरिटी, एज अ हेल्प, एज अ डोनेशन और समथिंग एल्स इन सम अदर वे लाइक कंपनसेशन, मुआवजा, क्षतिपूर्ति, ये चीज़ें इसमें इंक्लूड नहीं होंगी, क्योंकि वो कमाया किसी और ने था, सरकार को टैक्स के फॉर्म में दिया है और उन्हें घर बैठे पैसा मिल रहा है. द नेक्स्ट पॉइंट इज़ नॉर्मल रेसिडेंट. इसकी परिभाषा समझना बहुत ज़रूरी है जब हम नेशनल इनकम निकालते हैं तब. So normal residents are those citizens who are residing in the country and they are doing all their economic activities in the domestic territory of the country. So what is the definition for it? A person who resides in a country for a period of 365 days or more is called ordinary resident of that country. And when he operates all his economic activities like production, consumption and investment in that country itself, then he will be called as normal resident. So what is the criteria for being normal resident? He may be an individual or it may be an institution also. Any of these two, या तो कोई जिंदा व्यक्ति या कोई संस्थान, ऑर्गेनाइजेशन। नॉर्मल रेसिडेंट को उस देश का नागरिक होना ज़रूरी नहीं है, सिटीज़न होना ज़रूरी नहीं है। वो किसी दूसरे देश का भी हो सकता है, लेकिन उसको नॉर्मल रेसिडेंट कहा जाएगा यदि वो उस देश में 365 दिन या उससे ज़्यादा रहा हो लगातार, तब। जितने भी इंटरनेशनल ऑर्गेनाइजेशंस हैं जैसे WHO या IMF, जो देश के अंदर काम कर रहे हैं, उनके दूतावास यहाँ पर हैं, उनका कोई हेड ऑफिस ब्रांच ऑफिस यदि है, so they are not deemed to be normal resident। लेकिन उनमें काम करने वाले जो लोग हैं, जो भारतीय हैं, वो नॉर्मल रेसिडेंट कहलाएंगे, वो इंस्टीट्यूशन नहीं कहलाएंगे। क्योंकि पहले पॉइंट में अपन बात कर रहे थे कि इट मे बी एन इंडिविजुअल और एन इंस्टीट्यूशन। So when we talk about institution, it must be Indian. If the branch or the office of any international organization is located in the domestic territory, then that organization cannot be considered as normal resident. Yes, the persons working, the Indians working in those organizations will be deemed as normal resident। तो किन किन को हम नॉर्मल रेसिडेंट नहीं कहेंगे? पॉइंट नंबर 4, फर्स्ट, फॉरेन विजिटर्स जो मेडिकल ट्रीटमेंट के लिए आए हों, स्टडीज़ के लिए आए हों, छुट्टियां बिताने आए हों, कॉन्फ्रेंस करने आए हों, या फिर कोई खेल प्रतियोगिता में भाग लेने आए हों। क्रू मेंबर्स, फॉरेन वेजल्स, कमर्शियल ट्रैवलर्स, कोई व्यापारिक गतिविधि के लिए आया हो, या सीजनल वर्कर्स। देन सी, फॉरेनर्स being employee of non-resident enterprise, ऐसे फॉरेनर्स जो एम्प्लॉय हैं नॉन रेसिडेंट एंटरप्राइजेस के, एंड वो देश में आए हैं कोई मशीनरी इंस्टॉल करने के लिए, उनको नहीं कहा जाएगा। देन बॉर्डर वर्कर्स or the person who cross the border between the two countries daily and regularly to work in one country will be treated as resident of that country in which they live, not of the country where they work। यानी कि जो यूनियन टेरिटरी है उसकी बॉर्डर्स पे लगे हुए मान लो कोई गांव हैं, और उस गांव में उस टेरिटरी से लगा हुआ कोई दूसरे देश से व्यक्ति आता है, दिन भर वहाँ काम करता है, रात में वापस चला जाता है, तो उसे नॉर्मल रेसिडेंट नहीं कहा जा सकता। वो उस देश का है जहाँ पर वो रहता है, ना कि वहाँ का जहाँ वो काम करता है। देन लास्ट इज ऑफिशियल्स, डिप्लोमेट्स एंड मेंबर्स ऑफ आर्म्ड फोर्सेस ऑफ अ फॉरेन कंट्री आर ट्रीटेड नॉर्मल रेसिडेंट ऑफ द कंट्री to which they belong, not of the country where they are employed। दूतावास में काम करने वाले लोग, कूटनीतिक लोग या सेनाओं में काम करने वाले ऐसे लोग जो किसी टेक्निकल इश्यूज़ के लिए आए हुए हैं, वो जहाँ से बिलोंग करते हैं उसी देश के नागरिक माने जाएंगे, ना कि वहाँ जहाँ की वो एम्प्लॉयड हुए हैं। ये इसलिए इम्पोर्टेंट है क्योंकि नेशनल इनकम includes income of only the normal residents of a country. It never includes the income of non-residents, even when they happen to be the citizen of our country. Even when. So there is you might be under perplexion. You may think, what is the difference? So when we will continue with this chapter and some more terms related to national incomes, you will come to know how normal residents are quite different from non-residents, even if they are the citizen of the country. So this is the end of video. Thank you.